Hello, my name's Paul Woolley. I have Duchenne muscular dystrophy. This gives me limited usage of my arms, but with this knee to arm support I can do simple tasks like raise my arm to scratch my chin. I use a controller in my left hand to control the vertical movements of my right arm. This allows me to do horizontal movements using the joints in the knee to arm support. I'm a student at Nottingham Trent University studying physiology and pharmacology. As you can see, this arm support helps me to use my laptop to do coursework. Functions what I could never do before, such as adjusting my glasses and scratching my chin. This arm also allows me to do exercise what I could never do before, such as rotating my shoulder. This exercise is very beneficial, but I can eat as many crisps as I want.
That's brilliant.
The knee to arm support consists of the main column with the motor and control box. This bracket which moves up and down to lift the user's arm. This pin, which can easily be removed, connects to the main arm with its roller bearing joints. This unit is right-handed with a large frame and sling. The power cable connects the control box to power from the user's wheelchair or a separate power supply. And one or two switches can be used to operate the vertical movement. When I first came across an early version of this powered mobile arm support developed at Cambridge University, I was very impressed. The main arm consists of several linkages with frictionless needle-bearing and ball-bearing joints, allowing a very wide range of free movement. The user's arm is supported in this adjustable sling, which feels very stable and has no mechanism underneath to obstruct tabletops or joysticks, for instance, on an electric wheelchair. An electric motor at the base round the back of the knee to arm support provides power for lifting the user's arm and lowering it. It can be controlled using a single switch, alternately raising and lowering. If preferred, two switches can be used, one for up, one for down. We have one user with both a right and left-handed unit controlled using head switches attached to her wheelchair headrest with Velcro. Because of this angled joint, as my arm is lifted, my elbow automatically drops down, so bringing my hand closer to my face. This is useful for feeding myself or using a telephone. As my arm is lowered, my forearm levels out, enabling use of the keyboard, for instance. The position of this joint is important for optimal range and can be adjusted to suit individual needs. You want your elbow to drop down as your arm is lifted, and also to easily level out your forearm as your arm is lowered. The optimal position can vary considerably for different individuals. A system has been developed for attaching the knee to arm support to wheelchairs. For demonstration purposes, this tube represents part of the wheelchair frame. This is a stainless steel strap which holds this bracket to the frame. A screw is inserted here and another here. Stainless steel wedges are then inserted here. The wedges grip as the screws are tightened to secure the bracket in place. Sturdy tubing can then be fitted onto the bracket and held in place with this screw, this washer and this nylock nut. Typically, 2 brackets and sturdy tubes are fitted to the uprights on a wheelchair frame. Connecting brackets such as this can be fitted together with different lengths of tubing to create a system to meet individual needs. The tubing then fits into the main bracket at the base of the knee-to arm support. The screws are tightened to hold in place. Extra leverage is required to ensure that the screws are tight. Usually lengths of tubing are chosen to end neatly in the bracket, and the unit is finished off with these end caps. A knee-to-arm support assessment will usually include recording the dimensions of the user's wheelchair. Paul Woolley's wheelchair shows a typical setup with a sturdy frame of tubing and connecting pieces attached to the wheelchair on each side by these straps. The wheelchair frame is held by the metal strap to the structure that will hold the knee-to-arm support. Here's a connecting piece across a piece of tubing, another connector, followed by an angled piece of tubing to another connector to the base of the knee-to-arm support. For further information on these and other products, contact us via our website nita.co.uk or telephone in the UK 01298 23882.